Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Today, I wanted to discuss. Lately, I've been, well, it's not the popular opinion that I've been agreeing politically with more, with the right, but when it comes to religion, I agree more with the left. Now, there's always exceptions, and there's always, the far majority of atheists would probably consider lefties. And that's absolutely fine. I find myself somewhere in the middle. I take some from the left and I take some from the right, and I kind of go with that, if you understand what I'm saying. It just doesn't seem to be logically for me. I mean, I like to kind of be unique, different. I think this world is kind of boring sometimes. Actually, a lot of times, when especially political. Political might be a little divisive, but it's really boring because you think about it. I mean, the left is more progressive. They would tend to be more not of traditional values. A conservative, you'd be more religious. And again, not all conservatives are religious. And then certainly not all left liberals are atheists. There's plenty that are religious, and very much so, devout. And just like you have your conservatives that are not as religious as the next, or they're not religious at all. And there are some that are even atheists. But it just seems like the majority of it, I will just call and say it, say it. I tend to agree with the right when it comes to politics, but in the left when it comes to evidence of God. I mean, atheist. Look, I consider myself a skeptic, agnostic type. Might believe. I think I just wrestle it all the time, and one of the reasons why I can't call myself an atheist is because I'm not left wing. I mean, there is things about me that are leftist, like climate change and all that, but that I'm not one of those that's going to tie myself down to the, highway, and I'm not saying that's what you would do, and I'm not saying that's at all, but I'm just giving an example. And that's how I am in 2025, July 11th of July, 2025. That's how I call it and see it. To me, it's just crazy to think that the God of the Bible is this wonderful person. And you read the Bible, and someone will say, well, his thoughts are higher. Or someone will say, I'll say, why doesn't God, the God of the Bible, reveal himself? Some people would say, well, if God revealed himself, then your eyeballs would melt. Or if you heard God's voice, there are people out there. If you heard God's voice, your eardrums would pop, and the power of the presence of the Almighty. But yet he will make plea bargains with his enemies, his arch enemy, the devil, in the book of Job. And there's other cases about that too. To me, I just like to use logic and reason. I just don't understand why just everybody can come up with that. It just, if I'm going to be honest, this is the only life we get right here, right now. There's not going to be a life in another realm. There's not going to be a resurrection. There's for nothing, for nobody. This is the only life right here, right now. Anyway, thank you very much for stopping by the channel. It's kind of what I wanted to share, and thank you.